Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net, and it is Wednesday the 31st of July. Thanks again for watching, and this is our special forecast for Cows Week, which of course starts on Saturday the 3rd of August. We're still in an outlook mode at the moment, but we can firm up a little bit on the weekend, just a question mark over what happens next week. Now we've got to say a big thank you to our friends at ybw.com for promoting the video, and also a big thanks to Swag Stokey Woodall's Atlantic Circuit. On to the forecast then. This is the latest forecast chart for Saturday, for the 3rd of August. And low pressure is expected to be centred to the northwest of Scotland through Saturday. Got a southwesterly flow coming through the Channel and through the Solent area. This trough that's out towards the west may produce a few showers during the afternoon around the Solent and the Isle of Wight area. Most of them out towards the west, but I think they would only be very light as that trough moves its way eastwards. Generally, it looks like being a dry day with some sunny spells, and I think overall, with the winds coming in as a west-southwesterly, I think we're going to be looking probably at speeds around about a force 4 in the western Solent, perhaps just nudging a force 5 at times. I think for the more central and eastern parts of the Solent, generally around about a force 4, and staying with that west-southwesterly, I think, throughout the course of the day, although it may just back off a little bit to a southwesterly later on. For Sunday now, and again the flow you can see there coming mainly in from a southwesterly direction. Pressure's up at about 1017, so it is actually relatively high pressure that we're going to be seeing during the course of Sunday. And I think again what that means is it brings us a southwesterly wind. I think western parts of the Solent probably looking around about a force 3, but generally in central and eastern areas I think we're going to be looking at a force 2, perhaps just increasing to force 3 during the course of the afternoon. Now it is going to be a warm one on Sunday as well, so we do need to consider the chance of some sea breezes developing, especially along the English coasts. I think weather-wise, well, we're in for fair conditions. I think some good spells of sunshine around during Sunday, perhaps a little bit of high cloud later on. On to Monday. Bit of a change taking place for Monday. Got a front that kind of edges its way into the Western Channel. I don't really think that's going to be affecting the Cows area at all during the course of Monday, and it does look as if the flow generally is going to be staying mainly from the south to southwest. Now, a little bit of change has been taking place in this forecast. Difficult to pin down the detail, but we need to watch for the threat during the evening just of some showers running in, but generally at the moment I think the day probably is dry. The wind's tending to come in as a south-southwesterly. I think speeds could be as low as a force 1 to force 2 through the morning, and probably only getting to a force 2 to force 3 in the afternoon. One thing we need to watch is just this front coming in. The time exact front are unsure. If it comes in ahead of time, it could just run some rain along it during the afternoon, could bring winds gusting up to force 4. Now at the moment, Tuesday looks to give us a light flow, probably as a west-southwesterly, and I think around a force 2. There is the chance of a shower across northern parts of the Solent, perhaps running into Southampton Water. Generally though, I think the day is dry for Tuesday. Now we start to see a change on Wednesday. The potential for some thundery rain to come northwards on Wednesday. This would be a change in pattern if it arrives. It's probably thundery rain and hesitation again in my voice, hinting that we're just not sure how this one plays itself out, but there is the chance of low pressure moving in, bringing variable winds and these outbreaks of heavy rain, and perhaps coming in as an east or northeasterly, blowing at around a force 4, but do expect changes on this one. Now Thursday is similar, then on to Friday. The flow tending to go more into a westerly during the course of Friday, probably blowing at around about a force 3 to force 4. You'll notice the map projection has changed, so that's because we switched over to the ensemble model, which is proving better than the GFS operational at the moment. So it brings in that mainly westerly flow, perhaps a few showers, perhaps a front going through, but again you can see the wind's not strong. And then on to Saturday, and for Saturday, very similar. Westerly flow blowing through the area. I think probably force 4 could just touch a force 5, I suspect, in the western Solent during the course of Saturday. But you see there how the flow has changed from that area of low pressure drifting through, bringing the heavy rain. We've gone back into this more Atlantic westerly flow. So hopefully that's of use for you to continue planning. Once again, thanks for watching weatherweb.net. We're going to try and update the forecast again on Friday, so do check back then for the latest update on the forecast. Of course, you can always get the latest information at weatherweb.net, but for now, thanks for watching and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.